Hi guys, my name is Beans. This is going to be a review for Gipsy Danger. It's made by Plamax, as well as Max Factory, and this is the ball kit. And it is quite awesome. Now, I've built the Cherno Alpha. I really enjoyed building the kit, as well as what it has afterwards, and having an awesome figure. And yeah, we'll see how this goes as well. Got mine from Amiami, and let's just quickly look at the box. It is a big one. Now this is what it looks like after you've applied all the decals, painting it, and weathered it a little bit. There we go. And let's see what else we got on the other side here. It does have a LED gimmick as well. It does have the blades. And it does have an awesome inner frame right there. Now this is quite expensive. Expect to pay about 80 to 100. Yeah. It's not quite like Bandai, where this particular kit will probably cost about $50 or $60. Again, it's made by Max Factory. But nonetheless, it's a very interesting kit, because we haven't really seen Pacific Rig kits before, only the figures from NECA. Alright, so that's it for the box. Let's take a look inside. Alright, so here we go. Let me just get my ruler here. There's always a question how tall it is. It's tall enough. Alright, so roughly about, with my ruler, 9.5 inch. They're about the same height with the Cherno here. Although Cherno's head or cockpit's over here though. But anyways, yeah, it's a big kit. Now let me put away Cherno here. Also in this, you're gonna get this awesome water slide decals, which is great. Now this kit, in terms of assembly, it's not too bad. It does have a lot of parts, and it's quite fun to build too. Although, being honest here, it is a bit troublesome. It is not as solid as Cherno Alpha, and you'll see that in this review. Now I'm planning to add some panel lines to it and glue some parts. That way it doesn't pop off. But let's just do some quick review right now. Maybe I'll do when I added the panel lining afterwards. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so first off, here we go. We have the head here. It is connected in a weird way. There is a clear part underneath. Looks like an LED bulb. They're using kind of like a light piping, using the LED on the core. That's why they have that. But we'll see how effective that is once we get to that part. And I'm already giving a little bit of a hint that it's not. So that's that. Yeah, you can just turn it side to side. There's really no articulation for that neck. Not that it moves really in the show. Then you got your shoulder here. It does pop off quite a bit out, and I think I just popped it out unintentionally. Yeah, it's not quite a secure connection, and there goes an armor. Alright, let me fix that first. Alright, so where was I? Well, I managed to put that shoulder joint back in. Hopefully, well, I'm not. I'll be lucky if I'm able to continue this review without it just shattering in my hands. Oh, moving on. So you do have that shoulder joint. I wouldn't recommend moving it more than this. You have a little bit of wiggle there. Unfortunately, the joint wasn't made to do a lot more than that. But you can definitely move this around. I mean, there are certain parts there on the side that might hit it. Yeah. But just looking at this, the inner frame looks awesome. And it does have an awesome inner frame if you remove the armor. And we'll just wait when that happens, and I'll show you that. Now we have your shoulder. Well, we already talked about the shoulder. Then you have your bicep here. Some parts of this thing, I believe, kind of moves up, like this shoulder armor. You just move up a little bit there. And that side panel just popped off. Well, It's not too bad. And I think that's upside down. There we go. Yeah, a lot of them is just with this tab connection. Not the best way. And let's see, putting it, gotta find the right way. There we go. So you got your bicep swivel there. Now for the elbow, you got this much, a 90-degree bend. And yes, this side here, this thing does not hold well. It just tab in, it's very flimsy. So anyways, you do have the bicep bend there, and let me just pop this back in. There we go. On top of that, this wrist connection is right here. You have a little bit here as well. It's actually a fairly good wrist bend right there. And get this stand properly. Yeah. Before you disintegrate your hand. The problem with this hand though is they put this plastic, supposedly it's a poly cap, but it is held by tabs. That is the unfortunate thing about this. It is held by tabs on this back plate, not pegs. So it's bound to break apart, which might be a good thing other than breaking or stressing the joint, but it makes the whole thing very flimsy. It's not something I want to have. Now this armor plate here, I'm very tempted to just glue this in place, to be honest. And let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna find the right peg connection. There's two right there. I'm really tempted to just glue them in place. Unfortunately, what they did, you have this open thing here, like the cannons that he used. You get two of them, which is great. See what's missing? Yeah, the armor. You have to swap it out to put here. That's unfortunate. Oh, jeez. So anyways, we have this. It's shown in the box that this is blue. That's something we have to paint. There's no LED, but there is probably enough space there to put one. I do like the details on this. There's definitely a lot we can do with that in terms of painting. But to swap this out, we're gonna pop this out and just see how short the peg connection. I mean, there is a lot more surface area being rectangular, but it does pop off from time to time. And we're just gonna pop all of this. Those two armor plates pop off easily, except for this one here. I wish they're all like that. That it's a little harder to remove. Unfortunately, they're not. And you can kind of just locate those pieces here and attach them. And just bear with me as I try to locate this. Probably here. Here we go. That's one. This is the other one here, which is the more secure connection. There we go. And you got your last one here. This is not the secure one. There we go. Anyways, so it has that open up mechanism. You have this. Again, would have been great if it's longer. Jeez. What's up with this? I mean, you can move this around or you can wiggle it a little bit. You got the back end for the elbow. We're gonna go attach this. There we go. Bend the elbow. And you have your blaster right there. So it's not bad. And actually it's great that they've added that. That's something a lot of people will probably looking for if they ever make a figure or kit of this. Gotta have that cannon. So there we go. Other than that, I rather just prefer to have that with the sword. I mean, with this. And you do have the sword too. Alright, so let's take this out. Put it back here again. After a while, you get used to where things go. Alright, there we go. Now for the blade, you have two sets. one, well, anyways, here they are. So you got this, then you got one that's serrated. I think it comes out like this first, like a whip. Then it hardens like this. So anyways, we'll just attach this. And there is a peg connection there. And there we go. So this is the crazy part. I mean, I'm trying to put the yeah. You have to really bend the wrist right there. Not good. I wish you can I don't know, maybe I'm doing this wrong. It's supposed to be, yeah, I'm not sure, maybe I put the wrist joint incorrectly, but yeah, well, let's try that. Let's rotate this whole thing here. Maybe that's the thing. I mean, this thing disassembled itself multiple times. That's probably what happened. I put it in the wrong way. Oh, jeez. Even the foot here. It is just a short peg, not a secure connection. I mean, it's easy to put on, but over time, it's just very frustrating to gotta keep fixing it. Right, I think that's it. That was the problem. I put it in the wrong way. Now we have that little gap here for the wrist. Yeah, that's nice. Not bad for a blade. Alright, so that's that. And moving on. There's this segment here. I've added blue tack to it. It's connected on the back side here. It's not a very secure connection. Yeah, so these are the parts that I have to glue in place, or maybe trim it or whatnot. Yeah, definitely that needs help. There is kind of like a bull joint here for the kind of like the shoulder thing here. Sorry, out of the way. So yeah, this is kind of like the flaps. You can kind of see that in the movie when it was moving. Other than that, you have your kind of like your mid-torso articulation here. It is on a ball joint, and actually it is one of those that you can extend out a little bit. So I'm just doing that a little bit here. This kind of gives you a little bit of movement. Well, also allow you to move to the side. I mean, there is movement here on the waist, but not so much, just because of how the torso or this waisting is built. So that's that. And you can just push it down. Yeah, fairly nice. And what else we got here? The battery is over here actually. Let me pop this out. There's this a small compartment here. It's kind of hard to take out. You'll have to kind of disassemble everything. But there's a switch here. It uses two LR41 batteries. There we go. It's pretty much the same batteries used for the master grade LED, if you're familiar with that one. So it's actually a fairly strong light for the core. Unfortunately, it only works for the core. You would think, well, they use this light piping here on top. You can kind of see there is some light there, but it's not strong enough. Unfortunately, this LED here is kind of facing downward to that. I actually, you know what? For the sake of this review, I'm just going to show it. Let's see here. There's a clear case here as well. I mean, you got this plate. Again, nice inner frame here. I think what I did here, just might as well take those out of the way. I know, this is crazy. I'm stripping off the armor. But it has a really nice inner frame. Onto the side here. There we go. And well, this is the part where you kind of separate the halves. There we go. And before we get to this, I just want to show how bad this shoulder connection is. Well, this one popped off. It is so small, that gap between the two. It is not a good connection. That's why this thing popped up in the beginning. And putting this on here as well, I don't know why they did that. Anyways, getting back to this. So you have this module here. You gotta put screws in there. I don't know why they did this. They could have made it a lot easier. I mean, getting back to Cherno here. I mean, everything. I don't know. This is actually kind of annoying that you have to pop it off from the top lid here. But you can put the batteries easily there. The switch is right there. Easy. This one, not only it's embedded in there. I don't know. Anyways, I kind of chipped this out thinking, I thought it was like this. Maybe it will get more light. No, that's not the case. It's not the case. So I think, where's this thing here? There we go. It's like this. It's on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, you literally have to paint this whole inside part here silver for the light to reflect out and get more light on the top. Even then, you know, you're taking your chances there. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Everything's in there, and trying to replace the batteries, it feels like, oh yeah, you're not going to be replacing the battery there. Anyways, well, I've kind of shown the inner frame there. I mean, we could remove more of this, you know, while we're at it. I don't know if I can remove this. I kind of forgot how that was connected. But, you know, even the leg armor here, you can easily pop it off. I mean, there's an appeal to that. If you want to show off the inner frame easily, I would probably use magnets, but... well, there's more here. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, this back part here, yep, that pop off easily. What else we can... there we go. Oh yeah, this knee armor here. Look, see that stress mark? I don't know why they decided like that. So basically, this whole thing, I actually had to cement it, but even then that didn't work. Yeah, it's two halves. Then this is what's holding it together properly. Maybe not the best. Should add more pegs inside. That's a lot of this thing too. There's not enough pegs. I don't know if that's a design constraint that they cannot use peg. I mean, some of them has pegs, but they don't use it enough. I can kind of see why they want to make things poppable, but as a kit a whole, it's not a solid kit. It is very, very frustrating. Anyways, moving on. I mean, I already kind of shown that top part there. Where is that? I can even... was it this thing here? No, that was for the other side. There. So this thing is over here. Definitely needs to be glued in place. Otherwise it pops off. So that's that. This top part too, this looks like it's two halves, which it is. There's nothing on top here to kind of hold it in place. It's weird. Not only that, this poly cap here, the huge poly cap, slides up on this. I don't know what's the deal with that. But you have that a bit of articulation there. Well, aside, you have that armor. Which, where's that armor again? See the, yeah, it's gonna hit that. It's gonna pop off eventually, but I mean, it's actually fairly good, fairly decent. And surprisingly, you have this knee bend here, which is great. That's actually a really nice knee bend. And you got all these nice details here and there, so that's good. Just mentioning about that leg armor here. I hate tabs. Why can't they make more pegs or make this more secure? Anyways, yeah. There is this segment here, I think, that I popped off. There we go. Ankle articulation is there is a ball joint there. You can wiggle it a little bit. You got hinges here for this heel, which allows you to go like this, which is, you know, it's a ridiculous amount, but you have fairly good articulation on that. Although moving it it's quite stiff, and again, it'll easily pop off. There's a nice sole in there. The back side, I believe, has that too, till you pop that off. Actually, that is a solid piece. My mistake. Thought you could move that as well. Nope. So there you go. I think that's pretty much it for the articulation and what's left of it. Again, the kit could have been great. It could have been. Other than that, you have this extra pair of hands here. The open hand. Let's see how bad it is to swap it out. You got that plastic connector there. So we're just, oh, jeez, even the thumb. Great. I had actually a little problem, you know, putting this together. It's not intuitive how this, yeah, it's weird how that thumb is connected to that. Anyways, there you go. I don't know where that armor piece went for the, oh, it's right there. I just want to complete that. There you go. I mean, you have that hand there. More than likely, we're just going to use the fist, but I mean, it's given to us. Yeah. Well, let me put it back together and complete the review, I guess. Well, that concludes the review. I cannot recommend this kit. It's just not... it just crumbles on my hand. I get it that the armor removal is probably partly because of that. You want to be able to remove it easily, but not to the point that it just crumbles on your hand as you move it. It's just not good. I mean, Cherno Alpha here turned out great. It's a very solid kit, and probably a lot of people really like that part. And they didn't chip out on the LED. The LED module on this guy is great. This guy, I mean, you only have the core. It doesn't even go to the eyes. They could have easily put another LED on that module pointing upward, and it would have been great. But no. On that point, I mean, even if the LED works, but everything else crumbles. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this review. I haven't heard any or seen any news about if they're gonna make the other Jaegers. Maybe they'll make Striker Eureka, but unfortunately, if it's gonna be like this, since it has a similar frame, I don't know. Well, there's Crimson Typhoon, which is a little different. Hopefully they make that. If they ever make that, that'll be great. But, well, it's out there. Was it Coyote Tango? Yeah, there was another one like that, but it's similar to this. So anyways, yeah, it's a bit disappointing, and I don't know if I want to try my luck again. And it sucks that they are quite pricey. Anyways, that's the review for this. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. And yeah, just a heads up. Not a good kid. Anyways, that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.